Hey everybody, welcome back to another Judgment commentary of Kizumonogatari, but today I'm going to be checking out the second film in the trilogy, Nekketsu, otherwise known as Hot Blooded. Of course, last time I saw the first film in the trilogy, and that one was freaking awesome. Like I already said, it was really, really good. Easily some of the best I've gotten of the Monogatari series as of yet. And it initially began with Araragi meeting Tsubasa for the first time. They had both known each other, but they hadn't really met yet, and their first encounter was a rather interesting one, with the age-old wind blowing up the skirt routine, and yeah, that was, like I said, interesting. After said encounter, Araragi went to the local bookstore to get some late-night reading material, and on the way back, he passed through the subway after finding a trail of blood, which is just, you know, the wise thing you should do when you see a trail of blood leading into a subway. And there, he met Shinobu for the first time, or, as she was known then, Kissshot Acerola Orion Heart Underblade. Quite the epic name indeed, or she preferred to just be called Heart Underblade, or even Kissshot, as Araragi insisted. Of course, when he found her, she had had all of her limbs sliced off by a bunch of vampire hunters and had been left for dead. So of course she started desperately begging for Araragi to save her by, you know, basically donating all of his blood because she's a vampire. Now, his reaction to that was what you would immediately suspect it would be. That. He freaked the heck out and ran away screaming because, of course, I mean, come on. You see a limbless vampire on the ground begging to be able to suck your blood, you're probably gonna flip out a little bit too. What was interesting about that encounter was the fact that as he was running and when he stopped to think about it, you heard like some baby crying, which, if you think about it, there's some pretty clear symbolism behind that. It was probably just meant to convey how helpless she was in that moment, you know? Like it was akin to that of an infant. And I'd say it was effective in conveying that if that's what they were shooting for, but anyway, Araragi thought about it a bit more and decided he would go back and help her out. He decided to let her suck his blood even if it meant him being dead. And afterwards, he didn't die. Instead, he became a vampire as we know he did, and he went up into the light. The first thing he did was go up to the top of a building and then burn up in the morning sun. Wise decision. It didn't kill him because his healing factor was enough to overpower the sunlight burning him, but if he didn't get out of the sun, he would have been perpetually stuck burning and healing forever. But it's okay, Kissshot managed to save him now that she has the body of a young girl, because apparently she didn't get enough blood to fully restore herself. She would need to get her limbs back. If she wanted to take her adult form, she had to take the form of a child because, sure. But now, his quest is simple. He has to find the vampire hunters who tried to kill her and take all of her limbs back, but that won't be easy. The guys are pretty smart, pretty tight-knit. He can't face them one at a time because they're always together. And his first attempt at fighting them didn't go well because they were all ganging up on him, but it's okay. Good old Oshino Meme decided to show up and provide some support. But before we begin, there's just one thing I need to make clear, and that's that in the beginning there was some French, which I didn't know what it meant at the time, but a few of you were kind enough to give me some translations, which it roughly means something along the lines of, "This vampire story will end badly. It will end when everyone is miserable." Gosh dang, I already knew that this probably wasn't gonna end super well for everybody, but that paints a pretty good picture of where we're headed. But hey, I've made you guys wait way long enough to get this movie. I mean, I reacted to the first part last week, and I'm terribly sorry that it took me so frickin' long to get to this, but I've had my hands full. But anyway, let's just get into the hot blood. Bro, I don't even know what to say. That was even better than the first one. The first one was outstanding. This next one was stellar. Yeah, they moved, they had him fight all of them in this one movie. They paced it out pretty good though, if you ask me. It's kind of a shame we didn't get to see what the last guy was capable of. Maybe we still will. He might not be down for the count. Maybe. I don't know, he's not dead. He's just stuck on a cross. People have come back from that. And by people I mean one person. But that was a special case. With this one, we'll see. And plus he's not nailed to it or anything. who knows? We got a whole other movie to see what goes down with this. It said it wasn't going to end happily, right? That was the idea? That it's going to end when everyone's miserable, when they're all sad. And technically he killed none of them. They're all still alive. He let them all go. They could all come back and fight him all at once. Theoretically. In which case he probably wouldn't do super good. I mean, we already know he has the broken tree arms and all that, but... But for now, he has saved Hanekawa. I'm finally calling her that now that I can remember it, but... Yeah, he had to cast aside his humanity to do that one. If casting aside your humanity just means going to the full extent of your vampire powers and unleashing tree limbs, then sure, I guess you cast away your humanity, but I wouldn't necessarily call it that. I think it's a little bit harsh to say that he's cast it aside. I mean, it's not like he snapped somebody's neck, you know? He just put a guy up on a tree. Is it any wonder why it ended up being such an important thing at the end of Bake that Hanekawa was in love with Araragi? I don't know why he was so surprised by it. Did he take a hit to the head or something and just forget that this all happened? Because it's pretty dang clear that that might be a possibility on the table. You know what I mean? It shouldn't have been so mind-blowing. But yeah, they set it up really well. That, of course, she was that she had fallen in love with him. Yeah, I almost fell for you, sure. This is gonna drive the point home, though. If everything else hadn't put you over the edge, this certainly will. I mean, I don't want to be one to talk about being oblivious, but, man, whatever. It's fine, it's fine. You know, he's been thinking down on himself. He wasn't in a good place. He was very suicidal, you know? Didn't really feel that he would be lucky enough to have that happen, I guess. Whatever. But for now, I guess that's going to be it, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and a comment if you enjoyed. Subscribe to be updated on the last Kizumonogatari movie, as well as the rest of the Monogatari series. We're going to move right along to the next thing after this, whatever that is. What is it, like Nisei Monogatari or something like that? I'm not sure. But it was so good. Everything that was good about the first one was, you know, carried over into this, amplified even greater. I like the way it started off, it didn't drag its feet at all. It just started off, you know, good with them about to face off, and then showed you the lead into that with how the fight was going to proceed. And I just gotta go back and think about the fight with the first guy. Oh, man, I remember his name. I know what it is, it's something weird. Starts with a D. Who cares? The point is, he underestimated Araragi bad, and that's why he lost. If he had just freaking dodged the baseballs, this wouldn't have happened. He probably would not have lost that one, not really. He just was not taking Araragi seriously at all, and let himself get pelted in the face multiple times. He was literally standing there, rushing at him, not even trying to dodge them, just hoping that he would miss. And then just immediately surrendered once he knew he was beat. Gotta give him that. Dramaturgy? Was that it? Something like that. Ah well, I could go on and on forever about how much I enjoyed this movie. Had a really good time checking it out. Honestly, quite the fun reaction experience for me. And I genuinely hope you guys enjoyed it and that you're looking forward to the final Kizumonogatari. Hope to catch you guys there. And it should hopefully be soon. Please, within the next few days. I gotta get it done. I really want to check it out, man. It pained me to not be able to frickin' check out this next one until a week later. Please don't let that happen again. It can't happen again. But hey, that's it. Hope to catch you guys next time. But until then, I will see you guys all later.